Okay, Deadlock has been popping up on my YouTube. This is probably the most views, like past month views I've ever gotten. But that doesn't mean I got to stop doing the stuff that I really want to be doing, and that's the web games anyway. Enough waffling around. Let's get into it. Let me just mute Twitter so I can browse Twitter. You know, because Twitter is actually the only one of the. It's kind of crazy that despite how bad Twitter is, it's still one of the only social media sites worth its salt for entertainment. Maybe TikTok has it beat if you're TikTok, like, I don't want to say pilled, influenced. Once you're in, you can't get out. So I'm not gonna go in ever, really, unless it's for quote unquote work, for business, aka to promote my stream. But anyway, we always guess India first, so that was it's. You know what? Sometimes we get it in one. Sometimes we usually don't get it in one. But that being the case, let's see what we can hook up. You know what I might do? It's probably not worth it. Don't worry about it. I was gonna do one of those things, and I should pre-cook these. What I might start doing from now on is every time I have a stream, I should make one clip, use the auto port functionality of Twitch to send a short to YouTube of like one pog moment. There should be one pog moment per stream, and then we'll try and get shorts up on YouTube every day. Easy pipeline, something that I can do without like opening an editor. Number one thing I hate about everything, before I forget, let's at least go far away. It's something over here, maybe Panama. Not far, not close. That's what Panama's flag looks like. We have put it in the database. No VTuber model today because I can't be bothered to open the executable. That's how life is. Is it up or is it down? Let's find out. Brazil is warmer, but it's still not very warm. Argentina is cooler. It's whatever this is, but I forgot what that is. Yes, I did mean Ecuador. Or it's like, yeah, which is also likely. Suriname. Cuba. Okay, it's literally here, but I don't know. Dominican Republic. Yeah, we're getting there. It's whatever this thing is. Bermuda. But it just doesn't, I don't know what Bermuda is legally. It's some territory of something. Dominica and the Dominican Republic are different things. That's Dominica, and it's literally right there. I may have to invoke my right to give up on this one because the map on this is something that I would be guessing here for like 5 minutes. But then again, what's the fun in it if I don't bang my head against the wall a little bit? Yeah, I give up. Map saved me. Caribbean map. Is that even the Caribbean? It's generally the Caribbean, I guess. Saint Lucia, Saint Vincent. These are all real. Antigua. It's Antigua. There's like no way you could get me to remember all of these. No offense, because they're too small and they're all in the same place. When you have a lot of countries, that's fine. There's a lot of countries in Europe. I remember them because most of them are extremely tiny, and the ones that aren't right next to each other. Because like you got like Monaco, you got like Andorra, you got like San Marino in here somewhere, Vatican City, stuff like that. These are all like tiny dots that are not right next to each other. But like whatever you got cooking over here is like, it's just too much for my brain. I could do it if I tried. There's just no incentive, you know? That's just how it's gonna be. And you're gonna have to accept that I'm gonna like be cheating because it just doesn't work, man. It doesn't work. tpj.com.au. Sorry, I just saw TPG on the timeline and I had to invoke my advertisement. Is this Northern Ireland? Okay, well that's not a thing, so I guess it's not, but it does look like it. Iceland wouldn't have an artificial line border because that shit is one island. So, but Denmark is obviously not Denmark. Is this what Tunisia looks like? Not quite. To the right of Tunisia by 5,000 kilometer. Is this like Bhutan? No, it's one of these. It's one of the Kyrgyzstan, like, maybe it's Kazakhstan. It's Kazakhstan. You don't have a sense of scale of this, so you kind of have to guess purely based on vibes. And I don't know which is which. Kazakhstan is the bigger one. It's like there. There's like a whole bunch of them. The Istan countries. The Istan brethren. Good for them. But you know what? We're still. I was gonna say we're succeeding, but I only got the last one because I cheated. So I guess it doesn't really count as success. The South out of Sudan. This should be easy enough if they give me enough room for error. Obviously, we start off with South Africa, and then Botswana. Is that the one to the right? It is. It's the one in the middle. I'm not gonna get these in perfect order, so let's just pick the DRC and figure out the rest from there. What's above the DRC? Probably the Central African Republic. That would be correct. Botswana to the DRC. Mozambique is to the right, and it'll probably get us there. Almost. Mozambique to DRC. Eswatini, maybe? No, that's that one. My mistake. I got that one wrong. Sometimes you have to take one step back to take one step forward. Or 0 steps forward. Evaluate your situation, put it that way. Mozambique to DRC. There's like a guy here. There's a country here, obviously, but we have to actually think about the country. We have enough chances to get it. Kenya doesn't. I don't think it's Kenya. Okay, it's definitely not Kenya. That's like fully wrong. Botswana. The head is Svalbard, bro. Where is that? We're entering the guess and pray. Aruba? Aruba is not that big from memory. B, maybe? Maybe it's one of these. I know where Burundi, maybe? No, that's that one. Okay. It's not gonna be one of these. Maybe it's one of these. E, maybe? Eritrea? No, Eritrea is pretty tiny. F? No, there's hardly any. I know Gabon is not the right one, and now Ghana is not the right one. That I'm like fairly confident with on. It's gonna hit me as soon as I see it. So we're gonna cheap out on this one, and we're gonna go one by one. J K Kiribati. Kiribati. Oh, Kiribati's the island. They have a Twitter account that may or may not be real. I don't. What's the next country outline? What is this thing? It's pretty big. Oh, it's fucking Ethiopia, isn't it? It's not. Ethiopia's above it. What is it? Tanzania. So true. Zambia. That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, you know what? I'll take the L on this one. The problem with these ones, when I have to remember what and where something is that if I don't do them every day, I will forget. The short term memory never gets like locked in, you know. because that's just how the brain works. In it for it to permanently stay in, I will need to do it every time, and then at some point it becomes like permanent. But if it never reaches that state, then we can't get there, and that's like the way it is. Has never won an Olympic medal. Okay, the GeoGrid leveled up their game. They've added complexity of alternate methods, not just geographics, just kind of logic. Is a monarchy. Name consists of multiple words. United Kingdom. That would just be the obvious one. And I don't see the New Zealand is landlocked. That would be a hard one. Let's come back to it. Is the Vatican a monarchy? Let's not think about it. But this is gonna be a hard one, no? A lot of countries have won Olympic medals. Like almost all of them have won an Olympic medal. I can't imagine this is more than like 10 countries. And guessing which ones would be really difficult. It'll probably be newer countries that just haven't, or that just haven't had the chance to get in there. A landlocked monarchy. That's tricky. That's very tricky. Because I don't know. Are there any monarchies in Africa? There have to be, at least more than 0. But I don't know. Multiple words and borders, 5 to 6 countries. Exactly 5 to 6 is gonna be very hard. That's a difficult one. You got me on that one. We threw that one in the dark. This is gonna be really hard. Like incredibly hard. Because 5 to 6, if it was more than 5 or if it was less than 6, but exactly 5 to 6, how am I supposed to, like, this is hella difficult, bro. I may even give up now, but we have to at least try. Monarchy that's never won an Olympic medal. Fiji? Maybe? I don't know why. I don't know. I have no line of logic for these. This has to be the hardest column. Like 3 answers per. This has to be this is one of the hardest ones, apart from these two, which are obvious. Landlocked country that borders 5 to 6 countries. Switzerland, maybe. Yeah, there we go. We got one. Can we get 5 total? Then I'll be happy. Landlocked with only red, white, and blue. Well, France has a sea, or a strait, or a channel. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the French channel, if you know what I mean. It's the English channel, I think, or whatever. Landlocked country with only red, white, and blue. Singapore's flag has like yellow in it, no? But it doesn't have blue in it, that's for damn sure. So let's not even go there. I'm gonna guess the Vatican, even though the Vatican is definitely not. It is! Let's go. Okay, we survived. I don't know if the Pope was considered a monarchy or how that actually works in that country. But we got there. Okay, 4 guesses. We're not gonna succeed, but we can at least try. Let's just type the. That one worked. Okay. The one that's not democratic. The one that is just a republic. Which is a good poll for us. I'm never going to have a clue of what this one is. If I can just get this one, then I can at least like put my hands up and say I don't know anything about the Olympics. Which is true, because I don't. Everyone tangentially has information about the Olympics because it's one of the only things that like is on everybody's TV screens at the same time across the entire world. That and like soccer, football, whatever. Right, those are the 2 things that almost everybody knows about. Just by tangentially, like, it showing up on the television. But I guess nowadays we kind of have a universal internet culture of sorts, so it doesn't really work that way, but I think it still does for a little while longer. At least we'll have that as a vibe. Okay, enough stalling. Landlocked, red, white, and blue. Actually, think about this. It's good. There is definitely an African country that fits this bill, but I don't know the flags of the African country, so it would be blind guesses. Let's try Eswatini. Lesotho. Central African Republic's flag has some green in it, if I remember correctly. Let's try Mozambique. Yeah, obviously, but this was one of the hardest ones. Okay. Liberia, Brunei, CAR. Heard Island. This is just a fucking Australian flag, brother, but they shortened it. It doesn't count, okay? Even though it is GeoGrid, it's not like Planet or like ThingGrid, whatever you call it. Also, there's got to be one of the weirdest ways to release something is to release it on local time instead of at a fixed time. Because like I get it, because then people can play it when they want to play it, but then I don't know. It just seems weird to not do it on like a universal time. But whatever, you know better than me. That just means you always have to be 1 ahead, but I'm sure you're like 10 ahead, GeoGrid guy. This is a fucking lot because obviously, never mind. For some reason, I thought that I guess you know what? I don't think about it. There's got to be countries that aren't in the Olympics. Let's check that. Have never been not banned, but like have never participated just because they never had enough money to like send a guy there. Countries that have never been in the Olympics. The Vatican has never competed. The Vatican Athletics. Okay, they still participate, but they just send like a guy every now and then, basically, is what I gather, which means that they don't even win because they only send. I remember the meme, not a meme, but it was like viral like ages ago, who knows how long ago. Everything is kind of timeless right now, but like they just sent like a guy. It was like the prime minister's daughter just went to participate in the Olympics. They got really, it was like there was not really anybody else or whatever, something like this. I think that was what was going on. Anyway, Belgium, maybe? Okay, it's too short to be Poland or Indonesia. Singapore? Is this what Singapore's flag looks like? It's also Singapore is not 4,000 kilometers in that direction. I don't know what I'm talking about. Is this the Maldives? No, it's Hungary. What am I talking about? It's not Hungary. It's the UAE. It's one of these. I forget which one. Jordan? Wait. They have similar colors. I always, unless you see them and regularly and see each one next to each other, I wouldn't remember which one is which order the stripes are in. So that's on me. But it's NBD. The geographical ones are ones that I just kind of not too. How can this be easy and only 55 million views? Unless it's iconic in a different way. Bandu? I just let Bandu run on YouTube, by the way. I don't even think they ever have a problem with it. I'm fine. What's iconic about this? Keep going. It's just, they got a lot of it in this one, so I can't wait for the voice cover. 3 electric guitars is also crazy to me. 1979. I got no clue, brother. Give me more. I got actually no clue. Where's the damn guitar? There it is. That's sick. I have no clue what the hell it is though. Oh yes, that I know. But what is it called? Oh, we don't need no. brick in the wall. What? There's two parts? I didn't know about that. We don't need. Yes, I know this song, of course. But like, this was obviously before my fucking time. Although that's no excuse to not have heard it that much. I have no clue why it's on 55 million views. This should be on way more views than 55. Pink Floyd, this is like one of the most famous songs of all time. And it's like got no views. How can that be? I guess, you know what's true? All the people who regularly listen to Pink Floyd must have physical copies or digital copies because it's part of that generation of music. Like, there's no way. Know what? People who are gonna go on YouTube and look for it are very low. Also, I think it may have also been the case that it wasn't on YouTube until recently because of copyright or whatever. That's also a possibility. No. They didn't go for the glorp. I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed. We don't need no education. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know all the lyrics as well, so I stopped it before I embarrassed myself. Which I guess saying it kind of defeats the purpose of that, but let's go. Game Bandle. I'm not gonna do any better on this. It's hard, apparently. Is this fucking on the floor maniac? Okay, you gotta give me more than the most common drum beat of all time. Is that all? You got another note for me? No? Okay. Is this F-Zero? Is it Big Blue? or is it Sonic or something? No, this is not Sonic. Wait, no, maybe it is Sonic. Sonic? Yeah, he's coaching right now. Don't worry about it. I don't know. I don't. Oh no! Wait, hold on. I know. Oh, that part I know. But it's like a. Okay, you gotta reveal me. It's fucking Persona. Probably that one if I had to guess. Yeah, it's that one. Because Persona does have a sound to it. One day I will play all the Persona games, but it's like too much of a mess. And also, is it just me, or is Persona like visual novels for people who aren't yet ready to play visual novels? If I may be mistaken and that there's actual gameplay, I don't actually know what the Persona gameplay looks like. But all everybody does is talk about the characters in the story, right? Which is basically, and it's like anime-fied, but it's also like comfortable for people who are in like denial about being a weeb. It's like no, it's not fully weeb. It's not anime. They can speak. They speak like English, you know. It's like they're like animated characters and stuff. But no, it's not. It's not anime. It's not a weeb game. Okay, I just like the game, and it's just like. You've got one foot in the damn endless pit. Just play visual novels. But you know what? Maybe it's not like that. Also, what's the difference between Shin Megami Tensei and Persona? Or is it the same thing, or do they diverge? I don't actually know and I don't want to be explained to it because eventually, one day I'll probably get around to it, but it's not my priority. And it'll never be my priority. No offense, Persona. I've got a vision of wisdom. Loki. Okay, Pokemon Hurdle loading player. Did I have there was an error loading the goddamn player? Whenever I stream, I always end up saying shit I would never actually say. Okay, well, Pokemon Hurdle is dead. We're ripping pepperonis. I haven't said that shit in a long time. It's like Captain Sparkle Zero. Holy. The first. This can't be that old if it's the first Coca-Cola bottling plant. Murdering John Lennon in Manhattan. When did John Lennon die? I don't know. 1990? We're not quite there. 85? 95? It's the other way. Obviously, it can't be the fucking. Am I stupid? I always do this, man. 1981 maybe. There we go. I have no clue who this is. Who this is? I know who John Lennon is, but I have no clue when he died. So you know what? That's we got there in the end. But that's like modern history. I guess 20 years is like the gap from modern history, right? So it's something like this. Jesus, except this is like 2007 or some shit. 2004 maybe. 2003, 2002. There we go. Thereabouts. It's in the O's. The ooze. The ooze? Holy. I mean, listen. These are not times that I studied. At the very I didn't consume any of the media. The consumer, the media consumptioner. Sports achievements. Ready for me to fail, brother. I don't know any about these fucking America. Eat my ass. Okay. Most to least. Grand Slam. Pretty rare, but it's happened like 20 times. That I know. 25 maybe. Something in that range. 20 is less than 30, although maybe 30 now. I haven't paid attention since like Stanislav Wawrinka beat Federer that one time, and he did like nothing else for the rest of his tennis career because I never heard from him again. Yeah. Perfect game has to be pretty rare, but it's got to be more than like 20. Like there's a lot of fucking MLB games that have been played in history. It can't be that rare. An NFL team wins 0 games. That's got to have happened. Yeah, 20 consecutive is obviously less likely than, I mean, just on a math basis. But that's losing. It's not like they got 0 points. So this has to have happened not very much. This has to have happened a bit more. A North American team wins the FIFA Men's World Cup. This has never happened, right? Canada or the US have never won. Although I get, there are other countries that are in North America as a region, but I don't think it's happened. My 70 games in the regular season. How many games are in the regular season? That's like it's all wrong. It's all wrong. It's all wrong. 6 times. Oh yeah, because I'm counting the individual tournaments. Obviously, the Grand Slam only counts. I'm stupid. Okay, this obviously never happened. I have no frame of reference for any of these. But you know what? Perfect game being at the top is the only thing that made sense to me. I didn't even put it at the top the first time, I don't think. But you know, it is what it is. This just proves I don't follow sports. It's kind of a shame, and in some ways it's not, but in some ways it is. Being from a country and following the sport in the country is the easiest way to like just talk to a guy. But like I'm just not gonna follow it. Like it's not, you know, it's just not in my wheelhouse. I'm not gonna pretend. I can pretend some things. I just not gonna. Oh my god, 3-letter words. So you just know they're cooking some shenanigans. Welcome to Connections. This hurts to read because it's too like randomly generated 3-letter word. Look at that. You combine 4 of these, it's the title of a Twitch clip. You know what I mean? Okay. Arm, leg, hip, eye, body part. So true. Sometimes it's that easy. There has to be an easy one. They can't all be red herrings. So, do. T, that's a letter. Far. Do I have to American accent some of these? Or is that not necessary? Her. Rad. What am I cooking up here? Okay. There's gotta be more than just okay. Far Cry? No. So so this is my brain is being cooked. Shuffle me a little bit. Maybe something will spawn in. Teacup. Seesaw. Teacup is not the same category as seesaw. Not even in the category that I thought it was. Bad. Bad. Ill. No. Elf. Doe. Fly. There's not like another creature. Her. So pronounced differently to how it's written, maybe. I don't know. But dough is just dough. Dough. Hmm. I have this is actually melting my brain. What is the connection, bro? Hello? Movies, maybe. Elf is a movie. Her is a movie. Saw. These are movies. Which one of these is a fucking movie? Help. This has to be it because nothing else makes sense. Oh my god, I didn't even know that big's a movie and I still got it. I'm a fucking genius. Okay, we're fucking locked in. This is like pure passive absorption from watching Northern Lion to like box office guesser because I don't watch. I've seen Elf. I've tangentially seen Saw. I haven't watched the whole movie. And I know of her. I never heard of Big, but it just seems like the kind of thing that a movie would be tired of at some point. Okay, Fly. Fly ball. This is like ball terms. John Doe. Doe and So just feel like they have to be together by some basis. Whatever. This is a category now. It's not. Okay. Okay, which one away is it? Okay, it's got to be these three. Maybe Fly. It was ill. Bad, Fly, ill, rat. Do, fa, so, ti. Course. I was in my back of my mind. I was like do re mi, but I didn't like finish the thought. So it's been a while since we failed connections. Like, but that was a hard one, mostly because it's just really annoying. I'm proud of me. I'm proud of me. I'm proud of myself for getting the movies one though. Anyway, crossword, speedrun, nature's band-aids. The fuck would I know? Mountains of Peru. Forgot what they're called. What is a robot sandwich? Dirty. Muscle twitch. Plea. Some luxury cars. Sanctify. Brady. Okay, this is gonna be hard, boys. We're gonna need to use context clues. This is not gonna be a speedrun one. This is a thinker. And it's probably not messy. Is probably more accurate. Some luxury cars. Wow, you cooked me on that. Rolls probably. Rolls Royce. That Rolls Royce, you know. Nature's band-aids. Scars. Spasm. Yeah. That's a good one. Nature's Band-Aid Scar. I like what you cooked right there, Sam Mazursky, brother, or Tracy Bennett, whichever one of you came up with it. What the fuck does it mean that you made it and you edited it? I get that you have to have rigorous procedures if you're working for the New York Times. I don't know that you know what? I get that you needed a guy to look over it again. I don't know if you needed to be credited, but I guess you know what transparency is something or other. I don't know. I don't know this guy, so we're gonna have to get the rest because I have no clue who Abdul P is. Mountains of Peru, Andes. Yes, that's the one. I was thinking of the Alps. That's the Swiss. Flee from a couple of clamoring kids. What's a sandwich ingredient that starts with S? That's melty. It's cheese. That ain't right. Sanctify. Sassy. Yeah. S'mores. That ain't right. What is a Robin sandwich? What's melting in the Robin sandwich? This is gonna be odd because I don't know them. Some luxury cars. Can we? Swiss? Yeah. Cheese. Audis. And I mean, we can guess this one. Probably Polar. No, that wouldn't really make sense, would it? Or less. Let's just. Okay, so I got something else wrong. This has to be right. So which part of if this is wrong, it's impressive because I've got a 5x5 when the words make sense. Can we? That's like, I believe that one's correct. So what are we missing? Is it over for me? Do I give up? Or do I fight on? Okay, let's review. Messy, sassy, and messy. That seems correct. Spasm definitely is correct. Scars. I don't know what I'm missing. Oh, scabs. Of course. And then this is bless. It was polar. Because it was bless, not less. Okay, we made it. I didn't look it up. Thank God I survived. Every so often, you need to trust yourself. Again, I'm not planning. Actually, you know what? Let me take a peek at Housel and see if it looks like it's worth my time. I'm not guessing a New York apartment. That's like, there's no reason for me to do that. That's so out of my wheelhouse that like the house is running out of wheels. You know what I mean? Okay. John Pemberton's morphine addiction forced him to sell the formula for what beloved stuff? Coke. Oh! Oh! One shot that one. The only reason I got that right is because I, for some reason, I was like original formula, Coke had Coca-Cola, had drugs, etc. Spring Awakening and The Robbers are much performed plays originally written in what language? It would have to be probably French. No, The Tin Drum and The Metamorphosis. German? Okay, well, it was either French or German. The politically charged system of Ransome Hypnosis has mentioned what 109 acre quadrilateral. Red square? Oh, it's the how do I spell this? It was one of the two, right? There's two famous squares, right? I don't know what the size of them are. There's the one in Russia or Soviet Union, whatever. There's the one in China. Written by George something. 1854 is the laws of thought introduced what type of algebra? Well, there's a lot of types of algebra. Linear. Binary. The fuck is binary algebra, bro? I should know that's not a fucking thing. What's it called? I should know this. This is embarrassing that I'm getting this wrong. I should know this. I should have known this from 1 or 2. Oh god. Boolean. Fuck. Binary and Boolean, bro. That's embarrassing as a computer fucking guy. Neo had a 2009 top 40 with what 3-letter breakup jam? I have no clue. Beverly Hills Slop 2 and Croc O Dull Dummy. One of the classic movie parodies. I have literally no clue. It's sad, mad. It was one of those. 7 points. We could have been on for a great run if we didn't fuck up number 4, and number 5 I would have had no chance of getting without a guess. So you know what? We continue our consistency again. Word grid. You know what? We're in a good mental state. Let's do word grid. When you're on mentally, you gotta accept mentally. It starts with P, 5-letter word, penis. Obviously, we have to choose penis. Penis eye. That doesn't really work. Okay. Plums. That's a rare one. We got those. Participants. We want to get rarest ones. Penis is obviously not very rare. You know, everyone's got one, really. Parts. There we go. We're hitting the pinks. We're hitting rare. 5-letter word, double letter. Needs. There we go. 6-letter word, double letter. Need a. Oh, let's go. Contains R. Rain. That's a tricky one. 5-letter word. Walks. 6-letter word stands with W. Walker. No, that's we gotta go. We're a good form today. We have to go max pink. Weeper. There we go. One who weeps. Wartime. We can do better than wartime, buddy. How do you spell that? As an Australian, I should know. That may not even be a word in here. Warping. Warring? I don't know what I was cooking with warthogging, but war times. There we go. We cooked. Okay. What's the leaderboard look like? Don't cancel me for this one. Can I? But what the fuck are their answers? Hello? I finished my. dumbass website, bro. I swear to God. Imagine making a website showing a leaderboard. You can't see the fucking scores on the person who made the leaderboard. Good guess, that saved me. Oh yeah, I forgot the images don't load. Oh no, they fixed it. Images load now. Tortillas, cheese, pork meat, pineapple, cilantro, onion, salsa, avocado. It's either this could be Mexico or the US. I'll be stupid not to guess Mexico. Gringas. I was wondering if it was related to that term, and it was related to that term. I don't even know if can you even say that? I guess it's just a term that they use, right? Well, I mean, I know from Brazilian Counter-Strike, Twitter, you know, which they got their access back. Good for them, but that means that the Twitter replies for CS are cooked. It is what it is. One for one. Okay, I see rice cakes and gochujang. I have to guess South Korea. It's tteokbokki, delicious. Everyone's eaten tteokbokki, I assume. This is like literally everywhere. Very tasty. Not the best that Korea has to offer. If anyone's like really championing tteokbokki as like the best of Korea, it's like it's not that. It's not all that. It's kind of like a staple food of like that screams Korean. And I like the texture. It's kind of like it's nice to have a little bit of a chewy thing. We could have a flawless run today, which I don't think I've ever had. And of course, you have to give me a fucking regular ass sandwich. Where the fuck is this from? Fish fillet, bread, lettuce, and a bunch of basic ass ingredients. This could literally be from anywhere in the fucking world. You know what? The US, you invented this one. Ice cold, huh? Okay, Italy. Turkey. We got there in the end. I mean, it's literally a sandwich. It's fish bread. I don't know really what's Turkish about this. I can think of much better ways to consume Turkish food. But then again, I guess that people from Turkey probably know better than I do. Genius! But this was one of the easiest rounds, really. It was the getting 1 and 2 in one shot. North Korea. I guess it's a good question, which we may not even have the answer to. Obviously, North Korean and South Korean cuisine has had like 50 plus years to diverge. I wonder what North Korean cuisine looks like. And before you say the meme, they're like, oh, there's no North Korean cuisine. They don't eat food or whatever. Like they have bad conditions, etc. Like whatever. But I mean, like, obviously someone there is eating good. Like, what is Kim Jong-un eating? You know what I mean? Or is Kim Jong-un just eating because he studied in like the US or whatever, and then he went back? Is Kim Jong-un his chef is just making him like pasta? He's just like, you know what? If I'm gonna be the supreme leader, I'm not gonna be eating like Korean food. I'm gonna be eating foreign food, something like this. I have to imagine that would be the case. Okay, we're not doing the Pokemon ones, and you know what? I'll take a peek in Pokedoku. Let's not do it. Even though I'm the Pokemon guy, I will not do it. Okay, Kirkland long grain rice. Never really bought rice from Kirkland or from Costco. I mean, because we get our rice from like Indian stores. But long grain rice, 25 pounds, 11, 12 kilos ish, right? US dollars. I need to remind myself. US dollars. Rice is very cheap. This could be like $4.99. Really? I thought you guys had it different, but then again, I guess rice may not be your forte. You guys don't have it that easy, huh? For some reason, I thought that you guys had a good price, but this really isn't that much better than an Australian price. I need to stop thinking that Americans have like a good economy. No offense to America, which does have a better economy than Australia by some metric or whatever, I assume. But like your Kirkland rice you're not getting a steal on the bargain for it. Putting it that way, it's the same deal that everybody else is getting in the rest of it. Okay, expert mode chess. I haven't been playing that much chess lately, but I would be remiss if I didn't at least try. Standard as opening. It's a D5. d5 without a d4 is very interesting. Maybe it's one of these. One of these. And then a c5, and then maybe a this, or maybe a this. I'd have to, but there's not knight c6, which makes me think that there's no c5. But let's try it anyway. Knight f6, maybe some like fianchetto somewhere. I don't know. Something like this, maybe. Kind of, but sort of. There is a b3 e6 going on. There is no f4. Is it an Anglo-Scandi? That seems plausible. Maybe it's takes. There's no knight c3, which is odd. Considering that the next move is not queen back. But there is a b3. This doesn't look good. I don't see anybody sane playing this. Maybe it's an open with b3 situation here. Maybe b3, bishop b2 here. And then I have no clue what black is playing. e6 here. That seems as plausible as anything. We know that there's no knight f3 here. We know that there's no knight c3. Maybe it's this. And then knight 6, and then like knight d2. But we know there's no bishop c5. Maybe it's this. This could be as likely as anything, really. Maybe it's a g3 and a castles or something. Okay, we got all that except none of that is right. So this is kind of a shame. What the fuck is white's opening move, bro? Is it like this? But there's no follow up. There's no d4 or e4 ever. And we know it's not. Is it really c4? This shit makes no sense, dog. What am I seeing here, bro? This is like scuffed ass opening. Okay, well, maybe it takes knight f6. Bishop b2 here, somehow, some way. And this goes, and then like this maybe. Because we know there is an e3, which I should have included last time. Maybe there's an e6? There is an e6. It's a lot of this, actually. But there is no d takes, b takes. And e3, e6 is correct. And bishop b2 is here. So we can expect a b3, not here, nor here. Not here. So we know where b3 is. It's here. c4 second move, then. It has to be d3. d3 into c4. You know what? This actually seems vaguely familiar, but like in a weird way. Okay, no e6 here. Maybe there's a c6 going on. And then b3, knight f6, bishop b2. There's no e6 here. Knight d7, bd7. Okay, but this we can't have d3 and e3. This shit makes no sense. So it can't be that. So what's the move? But there's no g3. There's no f4. The c4 second move c4. But But oh, e3 into c4 cause yeah, okay, I see it. Yes, it's this. This has to be correct. But now I don't know what black plays, but that's okay. Um, have we tried a c6? Something like this. This is one of the quest openings of all time for sure. Okay. Now we don't know. We're still missing a move. We know, but we know e3 is fucking here, so that can't be right either. Okay, so b3 something c4 b3 bb2 e3. We just don't know what this something is, and we can figure it out. It's not knight move, which we know because there's no knight c3. Yes, it's not f4. It's not e4. It's not d4. It's not c4. Can't be b4, obviously. What the fuck is it? d3. It doesn't make sense to me. Oh, it's kind. It's also not possible. G4? What the fuck do you mean G4 D5? What am I? What is what chess is this? This is not a chess that I believe in. Like, what is this? Hello? D5 C4. Like this is not coherent chess. This is this. You know what? It has to be this. That's the only way this makes sense, and I've never seen this in my life. It doesn't make sense any other way. Like maybe it's takes, but there's no takes, so we know that that's not possible. Is it C6? I'm gonna assume it's a C6 joint. Okay, C6. Yeah, we know it's B3. We know it's knight f6. We know it's this. We know it's not e6 there. We don't know what this move is. Maybe it's g6. That would seem illogical to me, but okay, that seems logical to me. Knight b7, e3, e6. It's all of that except these two and that, which we knew already. Okay, so make a nothing move just to get d5, c4, c6. What other move, ignoring h3 because that's a random move, what other move makes sense? What else could possibly make sense over here? I do not comprehend it. This is like I'm losing all of semblance. A4. That's it's the only way that this makes sense. Super Mario Kart. I didn't even see it and I knew it was Super Mario Kart. I'm goaded. Okay, don't even worry about it. I don't actually know what Super Mario Kart looks like, but I guess, I mean, if it's on the SNES, it can only really be that. Like, let's be for real, for real. Okay, my internet was a bit cooked there for a second, but I think we're still good, right? Yes? Yes? Yes, okay. You don't need to worry about game duel. It didn't even load because my Wi-Fi chatted stuff, but we got Mario Kart. It was in 3. I got Mario Kart just because it said SNES without even seeing anything but the first image. So, is this Assassin's Creed the one that's in this place? No. Is this like Sniper Elite 3? I can't believe Sniper Elite 4. That's a pull for me. For a guy like me, that's a pull. Why did they just put me straight onto Game Duel here? I must have clicked it. Okay, this is Genshin Impact. No. There's a bunch of elementals. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. No, this is Final Fantasy. There's no way I'm going to be able to know which one it is. This is the most popular one. Correct franchise, wrong saga. Dirge of Cerberus. How am I supposed to know which Final Fantasy it is, brother? Stranger of Paradise. Bro, what do you mean wrong saga? This shit is not in the same saga as the one that's also numbered? 13 is not in the same saga as 7? Final Fantasy, man. Final Fantasy. It's Final Fantasy may unironically be the meme that's like starting at Final Fantasy 1, where does Cloud come in or whatever? Or like where does Tifa show up? This is like that meme. I remember the one where it was like NBA, watching the NBA in like black and white in the like 1930s. It's like when does LeBron James show up? Is that, but unironically, I feel like I wouldn't want to jump in straight into Final Fantasy 7 without playing the other ones, even if people are like, oh, but you don't need to, but I fucking want to, brother. And so I will not be playing Final Fantasy 7 either. Or the remake, which costs like 120 Australian dollars probably. So we will not be playing Final Fantasy. No offense to Final Fantasy. You got some very attractive female characters. Very, like, I watched someone play the Final Fantasy every single time. I'm like, yeah, I know that character. Never played the game, but I know the characters. And I mean, listen, it speaks for itself. Yarn Cozy Wool. Kirby's Epic Yarn. Amiibo. It's that game for the Switch. Thread, string. It's the one that I know the one. It's where the guy like jumped. It's a platform. It says it's a platform, but I know the game. I just don't know the title of the game. It's similar to like snipper clips, but I don't know the title of it. Dinosaurs. Okay, maybe I don't know what it is, but it's like a little platform of a guy made of yarn, but I don't know the name of it. So like this is all like you could. Yes, it's that. Protagonist name in the title. Okay, it's Yoshi's Woolly World, which I didn't know was a game. So I wouldn't be able to guess it anyway. They didn't have anything related to Mario or Yoshi or anything on there. So I was completely cooked. No way you getting me on that one. Okay. FIFA 18. I learned the new trick. Guess FIFA for years. It's a third person. It's not a sports game. Probably an action game if I had to guess. Okay. Final Fantasy 9. It's none of these. It's not an RPG or a turn-based strategy. It's not open world drama or fantasy. We're narrowing this shit down one way or another. FIFA. You know what? Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. It's probably a shooter or adventure. That would be truth. It's got first person and third person, probably more likely to be first person and isometric. I would have to guess. Okay, it did not come out on the PlayStation 3, which is notable. So it's a Windows game, most likely. Or it could be a Xbox exclusive if those exist. But then if I'm going to guess that, Halo 4. Correct franchise and saga. Xbox exclusive steered me right. So it's probably Halo 3 then. Halo 2 maybe? Halo Wars 2, but that's a different saga, no? Halo Reach. Is that the same saga or a different saga? I don't know the order of... Okay, it's probably the original Halo CE, which I have played. I have played Halo Combat Evolved. I don't remember if I played the whole way through or not. But obviously since it came up for like Windows or whatever. I mean, these old games just get passed around USB stick to USB stick. I don't think anyone's really going to be like, oh, you admitted to, software piracy for that one. Like it's such an old game. This is basically like freeware. Asterisk. It's obviously not. Don't pirate the game. Asterisk. 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 But you get what I mean. Good game. It's fun. It's one of those games where it's not so graphically devolved that you can't play it because you're like, this shit is cooked. Older 3D games you can survive on them most of the time. They don't like hurt to play. Not like an NES game. Very few NES games are enjoyable to play in modern times just because like a 2D game really nowadays it really has to find something unique. And even a 2D game still has like a lot of modern touches to it in terms of atmosphere and vibes and stuff. Like Baba Is You strikes me as a 2D game that maybe could have come out on the NES and still been relevant. But like, it's got modern touches to it. The feel is just like that. But maybe I'm talking out my ass. Anyway, that's the web games, brother. Oh, wait, and you love it.